Hi, welcome to the Later Dad. I'm Dom, and I hope you like my new background, something I'm trialing at the moment. It's a little rough, but I'll have to start somewhere. Now, in this clip, I thought I would talk a little bit about the surprises or the biggest surprises I've experienced since becoming a dad, and in particular, a later dad. The first surprise, which would be one of my biggest ones, is the unique experience of love that you have for your kids. You can go from being grumpy, being angry, to again just being inspired by your kids, all in a matter of moments. And it's definitely a relationship where you can see that you would do absolutely anything for them, and that ultimately they would never disappoint you in any way. Um, and it's something I don't think you'd experience or understand until you have kids, even if you've got a significant other or family that you'd say that you love. But I think this just changes my whole understanding of it. The second surprise for me would be the sensory overload that the kids inflict on us parents. From the moment they get up at 5:30 for my kids to 7:30 when they're in bed, they are on. They are jumping around, whacking things, screaming at each other, calling mum, dad at all times, crying. And for me, a newly diagnosed ADHD individual, the sensory overload is just very, very huge, and something I would not have expected um, before being a parent. It was a lot. I was told a lot about it, but definitely it's not the same as living through it. The next surprise is the energy that is required to keep up with kids, and in particular, again, my three young kids. They are on throughout the day, wanting to play, wanting to go out, go to the park. They're wanting to do things all the time, and I don't know whether it's a result of being a later dad, but for me, definitely the energy required to keep up with my kids is a big surprise, and maybe something that also I have to think about for myself in regards to my own health and keeping up with them and my own energy levels. Now, another surprise, which I think's a really positive one, is the fact that I think I know I probably am a lot more confident in myself. I have a really good understanding of myself, my strengths, my weaknesses, and the values and virtues that I really want to instill on the kids as they get older. And I don't think I would have had that if I started having kids earlier in life. At this time of my life, I'm a lot more sure of myself, and it is something that helps me when dealing with my kids. Another surprise is how quickly the day can go from good to bad or bad to good, and that can happen in a matter of seconds. You could be sitting back on the couch at home, having a Coke or, having a beer or a wine if that's what you're into, thinking it's been a wonderful day, and then all of a sudden things can change very dramatically, and then you're putting them back to bed or putting them to bed, and everything's quiet again. So within a matter of moments, things change so very quickly, and I don't think you can ever sit on your laurels and say, that's it for the day, it's been a good day, because it can change very quickly. And again, something I wouldn't have understood without having kids. And finally, one that I've really probably just experienced at the moment is, especially for being a later dad, I suppose I was able to achieve quite a lot of things in my career, and I'm still very proud of that. But I suppose where I wanted to go in the next steps of my career has been dramatically altered, really, because of the need for me and the want for me to be present at home with the kids. And with my wife and as a family. I'm very focused on making family first wherever possible. And unfortunately, where I was in my career and what my family needed of me probably didn't align as much as I thought it would have. I didn't notice the impact of family on career as much as I have recently. So that's forced me to make a few big decisions on the career front, but nothing I regret. Definitely don't regret, because I'm having a wonderful time being present with my kids and experiencing life through their eyes. So that's another big surprise for me. So I'll leave it there. But once again, thank you for tuning in. A reminder, if you can, please subscribe, please like, please share, whatever you have to do on social media to connect to those fathers or fatherly figures in your life. That might just need to know that they're not alone, and there are other people experiencing the joys and sometimes the challenges that they are in our world. And if it means that one of us has to sit here in front of a camera to do it, to reflect upon their own journey, I'm happy to do that at this point. So once again, thanks for tuning in. And I look forward to making some more videos for you in future.